Mawson Lakes is a new community and it's rapidly growing. Lakes Edge Community Church is a recent addition to the community, having just celebrated its third birthday. So why start a new church in a community such as Mawson Lakes, and what is its purpose? This is Graham Lasky. He and his wife Chris are pastors of Lakes Edge Community Church. Graham has kindly agreed to share his experiences and passions with us this day. What inspired you to start a church in Mawson Lakes?
About 3.5 years ago, after we'd finished a time of ministry with another church, we were talking to some friends and they actually suggested, why don't you plant a church in Mawson Lakes? And it was a bit of an offhand remark, but over a period of time the thought wouldn't go away. So we really started praying about that and felt like God said, yeah, start a church in Mawson Lakes, and so that's what we've done.
What is it all about, the purpose?
The purpose of the church, I think back to what Jesus said before he left his disciples, and he said, go into all the world and make disciples of all nations. And he also said, be salt and light in the community. In other words, be an influence for the kingdom of God. And so really we see the purpose of the church as being here to be an influence for the kingdom of God in the community.
What's involved in running or maintaining the church, and what role do you have?
There are a number of things that are involved in running a church, and one of the primary things that I do is preach and teach. But there's also administrative roles. There are serving roles. There are people who are involved in ministry and in worship and kids ministry, all those different kinds of things. So there's a whole range of things that we can be involved in, as well as being involved in the community. But we also have other events that take place as well. We've done a number of activities in the community, had barbecues and different things like that.
So where do you see the church going?
I see the church continuing to grow and continuing to influence other people and continuing to do what Jesus told us to do. We would envisage that we don't want to grow a large church as such. We would envisage that the church will grow to possibly a couple of hundred people, then we'll plant another church and then plant another church and so on.
Lakes Edge Community Church is a great place where people come together to build relationships with God and each other through teaching, worship, friendship activities, community involvement, and great coffee. The next time you are thinking of something to do on a Sunday morning, come visit Lakes Edge Community Church in Mawson Lakes for coffee and a chat and meet this great community with a cause.